Hey, what is up, guys? It is Harrison Marin, the One Entrepreneur Now. In this video, I want to share with you guys something that just happened to me, and I felt the need to share it because my goal is to impact as many people who are either starting a business, just started a business, or think about starting a business as possible. And that is to stop taking advice from other marketing agencies. And when I say this, I mean, if you're already working with somebody, if you're already working with a marketing agency, please stop looking for other advice out there or follow that agency's content, right? That is ultimately going to be the best guiding light for you. And the reason why, I have a couple different reasons why. I just got off the phone with a customer of mine, and she's like, hey, spoke to this marketing company, and in her case, that she has a community where they kind of like help support each other as far as entrepreneurs and things like that, where they give advice based on things that they've seen work, which is phenomenal. I really love that. But here's the problem with that. She's hired us to help her with her marketing and build her website and things like that. And we're really just kind of more of a guiding light for her than anything, right? Her marketing, she's still in the process of figuring out and things like that. But the problem comes in a couple different areas. This marketing company pitched the idea of a website overhaul, right? They're like, oh no, we'll rebuild your website and things like that. Number one, she just got the website built. And honestly, it's a beautiful website. When people ask me for a referral or work that we've done at my agency, she is actually one of the first ones that comes up on the list. I really believe that her website is absolutely gorgeous. But this other marketing company really just wants the money from her, right? I could tell this based on the way that they've basically spoken to her, and she's reciprocating that back to me. It just seems very money hungry. Number two is this marketing company is not focusing on what's really important, which is getting buyers and getting traffic to her website. It's about her image and her brand and things like that, which is a huge red flag for me because I see this all the time. And now I do hate a little bit on branding agencies and things like that is because you could have the best brand in the world. You could have the best designers on the face of this earth. You could have the people from Lamborghini, Versace, Gucci, right? They could all sit down in a room and they could design the most beautiful website on the face of this earth, right? That's what they do. They're designers. But here's the catch. You could have the nicest website ever, but if you don't focus on how you're going to get customers, you are in a slew of problems. Because I've seen people build these $10, $20, $30,000 websites, which is great. But the digital marketing agency, or better yet, the branding agency, forgets the most important thing, which is getting people to the website. I've seen businesses that do 6 and 7 figures a year with the most ridiculous scrap together and unprofessional websites out there, but they focus on one thing, which is building tons of traffic. And at the end of the day, traffic and numbers all come down to one thing, but I'm going to cover that in 1 second. And this marketing company was like, we'll rebuild your website for you. We're going to, there's this thing and it should be above the fold and you don't go enough into the products and things like that. Now, I checked her traffic. She's getting between 1 and 2 clicks per week. Now, we built her the website and she's still in the Google sandbox. That's why she's really not getting much traffic at the time, or still currently, and we're waiting for her to get out of it. But on the flip side of things, this agency just wants to go out right out of the gate and be like, hey, you got to work on the products, this, that, and the other thing. But they're not focusing on the two things that I think are most important. Number one is that traffic aspect of it. And two, her ideal buyer. They're like, oh, well, we can make a product for this, and we can make a product for this, and we can make a product for this. If you're going to help everybody, you can't help anybody, right? My channel is specifically geared towards people that want to start their own business or just started their own business and looking for advice, right? My channel is not geared for the people that own 6, 7, 8-figure agencies out there or businesses. That's not who my channel is geared for. It's geared for one specific person, that person that's either just about to take the leap of faith to become an entrepreneur or just became an entrepreneur and is seeking advice. That is really who my stuff and my channel is all built around. But they're coming up with these products and things like that. But at the end of the day, they're forgetting about the one most important thing, which is driving eyeballs to it to get business. Now, if you know anything about Facebook ads or Google ads, right? You're never driving that traffic to the homepage. It just doesn't work well. What you're doing is you're trying to drive that traffic to a landing page. You're creating one ad specifically for one person and a landing page specifically for the person that's clicking on that ad. So you have to create multiple landing pages and multiple ads. She only wants to spend a couple $100. And this marketing company's like, well, go spend all your money. Of course they will. They're a marketing company. They're an old school, old thought process marketing company. And that's what they do. They're really, really good at spending your money. And maybe they will get you some returns. But those returns will be extremely low. And why do I know this? Because this is who I used to give a ton of business to back in the day and why I started my own agency, right? Because I was giving away this business and these marketing agencies were like, oh, we're running one Facebook ad to their thing and, they might get a couple phone calls. And clients were okay with this. It blew my mind. I was so... I'm like, you guys are literally stealing. And on top of that, it's super unethical. They're working with the same competitors in the same areas. Blew my mind. That's why I started my own agency. So this marketing company really forgot to talk about the most important thing, which is driving traffic back to our website. And that is really the most important thing. And now traffic is really just a numbers game. The more traffic you get, the more buyers you're going to get. And here's how I think about it, and a general rule of thumb of what I either tell our clients that this is the market that we want to get to that we're okay with, and anything above that is always better. And we're always going to strive for the best, but we want to get to that bare minimum threshold. And that bare minimum threshold is 1,000 visitors per month. Right? That's like the baseline number. If we can get to 1,000 visitors per month, we're doing good. Now, out of that 1,000 visitors, we want to collect 10% of emails. So it's 100 new emails every single month, 1,200 for the year. That's phenomenal. Now, here's the really interesting part. Out of those 100 emails, right? Let's just do this on a monthly basis. Out of those 100 emails, we want between 0.5% to a 2% conversion rate on those email blasts. And that's really the number that we're looking for. So we get 1,000, 100 to a half to 2% is really the number. So 1 to 2 new customers per month. That's it, right? It sounds kind of ridiculous. And you're like, well, how could you run an agency like that, right? How could you bring somebody 2 customers per month? 2 customers per month, or 1 customer per month, is 12 to 24 customers per year. Keep in mind, the value of these customers could be anywhere between 5 to, we work with a landscaper. He gets leads between $200 per month to $20,000 for a job. So if I bring him 10 customers for the year, even on the low end, 10 customers per year, and 3 or 4 of them want a $10,000 or $20,000 job, do the math. That's a lot of money. Plus whatever he's making on the reoccurring with a lawn maintenance plan and things like that. So that's really what we focus on. We focus on, hey, if we can get 1,000 customers per month, and this is the bare minimum. We like to work with people for long periods of time, build that traffic up more, and ultimately more opt-ins and things like that. But 1,000 people per month, 100 emails per month, and 1 to 2 sales per month. And if we could get that dialed in, we see exponential growth. And over time, we're going to increase the amount of traffic. We're going to work on getting more people to opt in, a higher percentage. Maybe it's 12, 15, 20% of an email opt-in. And then sales, right? We want more. Who wouldn't want more sales? But it takes time. But this marketing company was so focused on the image of the company, right? That, hey, let's get these designers together. You can spend $1 million on design. But if you're not getting people to your website that actually want to spend money with you, right, and give you money, it doesn't mean anything. So keep that in the back of your mind when you're building your website. When you're just getting off the ground, don't even worry about a logo. Don't worry about fonts or anything like that. I just released a video too of should you build your own website. That's a great one because most people could get away with building their own website if they're going to go create content, right? And the easiest way to get people to visit your website is just go create content. Blog posts and videos. Not social media, but social media is a great way to build traffic, right? It's more instantaneous, but it's not long-term, right? Just go create content. Think about questions that people ask you all the time, right? I literally just wrote this down on my screen. Stop taking advice from marketing companies and build traffic, right? Because so many people are so focused on this image of like, does my website look good enough? And they don't even think about how they're going to go get customers. You need to go figure out how you're going to go get customers and go get visitors to your website so you can actually make money. Stop worrying about design. The most successful businesses I see from starting up could care less about how their website looks. They want to make sure it's functional and it provides value, and then they're so worried about building traffic. And those companies drastically outpace any other websites that we build, any other companies we work with. It's incredible. So I hope this video helps. I hope that you invest the money in the right areas, or just create the content yourself. If you don't want to pay somebody else to do it, that's fine. Go make the content yourself. It's not that hard, I promise you. Go create videos, go write blog posts on your website, go learn the basics of SEO, and go start. Because you could go spend that money on designers and adding more products and things like that, but that's not going to make you money, especially if you're getting 1, 2, or even 10 visitors per week. There's just no way that you're going to make the money you want to make. So I hope this video helps. My name is Harrison, the Millennial Entrepreneur. If you guys found value in this, or let me know what you're about to do in your business plan. I'm really excited to hear about it. Please leave that down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later. Oh wait, like, subscribe, notification bell.